Well, welcome to the Esports Performance Summit. My name is Brian Bain, and me and my co-founder, Darby Rollins, are here, and we're really excited to welcome you and introduce the Esports Performance Summit. And a lot of exciting stuff going on here, a lot of really cool reasons behind how the summit came about, why we're here, and what actually goes on in this summit. And for some of that, I'm actually going to hand it over to Darby to kind of give a little bit of introduction as far as kind of how we got to this point and some things you can expect at the summit.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. So when we kind of got started in putting the summit together about 4 or 5 months ago now, we kind of came together at the same time because we saw that, obviously the esports industry was growing. Everything was really exciting at the time in it. But one thing we both noticed was kind of lacking was a compilation of thoughts related to like the overall health and wellness of the space. And coming from my background as an extremely avid gamer growing up, being super into like World of Warcraft, and then, more FIFA going through college, I'd spent a lot of time playing video games, and to be honest, like my mom would tell you, my health wasn't necessarily the biggest concern. And I think that is the biggest stigma that is always kind of like clouded gaming as a whole is that like the unhealthy gamer that's just eating, Cheetos, drinking Mountain Dew, and living in a mom's basement. But like at this point, that is just not the case. And with the trajectory of where esports is going now, I see it as these gamers coming up, this next generation, are really the next generation of athletes that it's our job to train and educate and help move along their path, going from very talented, young, nimble, players to, as you age, your body will, your body starts to tell you you're getting older too. And I found that, and, just going into my early to mid 20s, is that the more time I'm spending sitting, working, or just casually playing video games is, I'd start to feel the effects of sitting for a few hours at a time. And, that's what really kind of caught my eye with esports is implementing like, functional fitness in the form where it's not necessarily taking up your entire day, but in a way that you could implement in your day-to-day routine where you can stay healthy, you can stay fit, and then you can also prime your mind so you can perform best while you're gaming or while you're working. Because at the end of the day, I'm all about performance, and hitting that peak level of performance is super critical. And when it comes to creating like a better gamer in general, I wanted to bring together a collective of experts from both inside the esports industry and then those from an outside of the esports perspective that still work with like athletes at a high level, and bring those together in the form of an online summit that can get accessible from anywhere, so that gamers, players, coaches, trainers, parents, health professionals, anyone interested in learning like what can you do right now to improve your overall health, wellness, fitness, performance today, so that you can prolong your career, that you can give yourself the best shot for success and reduce the chances that you're going to get injured while gaming. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to get injured while we're playing video games, and we're all in this for fun. And yes, there's those of us that are going to go out and go pro and make the big bucks. And then there's those of us that want to be able to enjoy going out and playing casually, competing with our friends. And then there's those of us that just want to sit down for an hour or two at the end of a workday at home and play a few video games and use that as our way to unwind. And whatever it is, if our bodies aren't up to par with where we need to be, then it's just going to make it a lesser experience in general. So that's why I brought together, me and Brian brought together this group of experts to share things on all the different pillars that go into making somebody a better gamer. And in general, it's just going to make you a better human. So we've got people that are coming in with expertise and more specifically in the fitness area. We got physical therapists, we've got nutritionists, we've got entrepreneurs that are experts in just different facets of the body and the way to optimize functionality. We've got mental health experts, because I believe that at the end of the day, mental health is really the number one thing that needs to be driven home here. Is like, while our physical health is important, mental health is, a topic that needs to continue to be top of mind and be more vocalized. And so we've got people in here that are going to be talking about mental health and just tying it all together. We're still at the very early stages of this. And as the health and esports medicine continues to progress and more science comes out about how we can improve our health, then, summits like this are going to be kind of what I'm trying to see is like the cornerstone, or at least like the kind of foundation for the conversation that we can build upon in coming years. And so I'm really excited that we were able to get everyone together, that the industry is so collaborative right now, and that we are able to bring together all these topics that are, near and dear to me. I'm very passionate about this space in general, overall health, performance, and I know my partner Brian is as well. And I just look forward to hearing your thoughts and feedback on the experience as a viewer, and implementing something, at least one golden nugget from each speaker to add in. Just, you don't have to take everything. There's going to be a lot of information, but if you just take one golden nugget from each speaker and then just take action on it and just implement it, there's going to be a lot of tactical information here that you can apply to your daily life. So I firmly believe that if everyone does just have one bit of good taken away from this they can apply to their lives, then it's going to make the world a better place. And that's all I'm really trying to do here. So yeah, looking forward to getting out there.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And I think just some reinforcing a few of the things you pulled out there, Darby, was the fact that, one of the things that brought us together was esports health and just different concerns we were hearing about and seeing and experiencing with a lot of gamers from a health perspective. But we wanted the performance aspect to be just as important as well. We wanted to help people be healthier gamers, but also really be able to up their game also, which all gets mixed in throughout the summit with different speakers. And you did a great job bringing a lot of those different speakers in to really bring a full, well-rounded perspective as far as being healthier and also higher performing as well. And then another thing, as we went through the interviews, something that kind of stood out to me, and you highlighted this a little bit, is what I'm perceiving to be a little bit of an inflection point happening in esports and in gaming. I like to think of it as the Tiger Woods moment, because, when I grew up, I never really watched golf and don't watch golf now, but, you'd see it every now and then on the TV with dad or someone watching it. And, golfers used to when you used to look at a professional golfer, you didn't think the epitome of health and fitness, but then Tiger Woods came along, and Tiger Woods took his health and fitness very seriously, worked very hard at it, time in the gym, all that kind of stuff. And obviously when he came on to the pro scene, became very dominant very quickly and really changed the face of the sport. And now when you look at a lot of the major players out there, they all look like people who spend a lot of time working out, exercising. They take their physical fitness very seriously, and they realize golf and lifting weights and those dynamics may not be an automatic connection point, but the people who take that seriously end up being the high performers and the champions in the sport. And interview after interview in the summit, that same theme came out, that gamers don't realize how important their physical body is and their mental mindset is, mental health, physical health are, to performing better and better at gaming and in esports. And so again, which was such an encouraging thing for Darby and I, as we're pulling the summit together, to have that affirmation of that theory that we felt like was very true, and just to see expert after expert drive that point home for us and for you in the summit, which again, one of many reasons, and all the more, like Darby shared, that we're so excited to be able to bring the summit to you, offer it to you here for free, because again, like at this point, we really just believe in the opportunity. We want to help people. We want to see this content come out there. Like our faculty in the summit want to see this content come out there and help gamers be healthier and game better. And so we're excited to bring this to you, and we hope you have a great experience. As Darby said, please give us your feedback. We'd love to learn from you and hopefully continue to provide more valuable resources to you in the future. So thanks, and have a great time at the summit.